Hello there, everyone, and welcome to, this isn't really a Renegades React. It is I guess we could call this Renegades Answer.
How about Renegades Respond?
Renegades Respond.
Alliteration is the only mnemonic device that we're capable
This is true. Renegades Respond.
or adept at.
Yeah. Okay. We're still new to a lot of things, and receiving messages from fans and hearing that they like us, that we make their day go by faster, that we make them laugh. That's all well and good, and that's great. We love receiving that, guys, and we we actually might start a PO box here soon, so we can start receiving fan mail.
Yeah, it's actually pretty overwhelming because I wasn't really expecting all the messages and all the comments.
No,
because it's just way too much to respond to most of them at this point.
And we would love to, but of course, if I could do like the shadow clone jutsu, or if I were like multi-man from the comics, I'd get on like 1,000 different computers and respond to every single one. But
it's pretty crazy. I mean, because we all have full-time jobs. And, we might make it together once a week or something to do this, so it's kind of gotten out of our hands at this point a little bit, which is actually pretty awesome. I mean, I'm pretty thrilled with it. Of course, I don't really do any of the work around here. It's pretty much all Nate. So.
Come on, man. You guys provide a lot of the in truth, you guys provide a lot of the great conversations that happen.
Well, okay, I will say Micah is responsible for like 2%, and then Micah's hair is responsible for like, the other 8% of the total that I contribute to.
No, I like I said in an earlier video, man, you contribute at least 10 to 15.
Okay,
with your
I'll
hair,
take that.
With your hair contributing,
the hair's the majority of it.
Yeah, the hair does like 9% of the work.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'll prove it right now.
No, okay, hey, save it. Save it, man.
All right, later.
We want to keep our female viewership.
I mean,
intact, man. I mean, come on. We don't want to kill people. Come on.
To be fair, I think that was our most popular video, or at least that was the most popular I've been on any of our videos.
No. People commented on you in the past because you. As a matter of fact, let's see, what was it? It was actually the Suicide Squad trailer where people commented and they said Jon Snow.
I've gotten that a couple times actually. Oh gosh, this is embarrassing. I was on an online dating site, and this girl thought I was looked like Jon Snow.
What?
Yeah. I just admitted that on the internet. That's embarrassing.
No, I've done it too. I can't really eHarmony. Sorry for the plug there. Didn't work out, but it sometimes it works for people. I
mean, honestly, it worked for my friend, and he's married now, and
so
completely domesticated, and it's disgusting. So maybe I should just deactivate all those.
Well, hey, man, do it to it. Whatever you think works. But anyway, this is a response. We had one fan in particular. It's actually a brother and a sister, Montina Davis and her little brother, Buddy Davis. Montina's a fan of ours. She's liked our channel for some time, but she introduced her brother to us, and he is now exclaiming at the top of his lungs, "I am your #1 fan." And me being also they commented on our Facebook. That's why I was able to actually respond, because our Facebook isn't as popular as our YouTube channel, not by a long shot. But he started sending me questions and everything, and we may make this a new series. I mean, send us questions on Twitter and Facebook and everything, and we'll try and respond.
Don't ask me for my home address or anything.
Yeah. We'll give generalized stuff, but we like our privacy in a lot of regards. But I guess no, we don't, because we're on the internet.
I mean,
Yeah. So Buddy asked us some questions. And I'm going to start here with his opening statement, and we're going to go into the questions and do our best to answer them. Some of them are pretty broad questions, especially the first one. Here we go. Hello, my brother finished his list of questions. Thank you again. And it says here, he's generalized a lot of questions. I'll hand my phone over to him. Thank you again. Hi, I'm Buddy. I'm 10, and you guys are so
buddy.
awesome. Hi, Buddy. Thank you for being a fan, Buddy. Really, we're still new to this. I mean, it's just our minds are blown by all this. Okay. The broadest question of all here at the top. What's your favorite video game? It's broad for me. I don't know about him. I know what his response is going to be. At least I think I do.
Well, I mean, you may go ahead and run with this one.
Go ahead.
Right now, it's not a new game by any stretch of the imagination. The Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I mean, that's pretty legit. I will say, man. I mean, I don't game as much anymore, but I've always been a long time Legend of Zelda fan. Just absolutely love them. But to be honest, probably my favorite game that I've always gone back to is Ogre Battle 64 by Atlas obviously for the 64.
Yeah.
Just an absolutely fantastic game. And then honestly, another game I always go back to is Zombies Ate My Neighbors for the Super Nintendo. I've still got my 64 and my Super Nintendo hooked up.
Hey, retro, man.
I'd say,
retro
honestly,
will never die.
Super Nintendo is tied between Kirby Superstar and Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Okay.
So that's
good games.
I can't
good
pick
games.
just one, but those pretty much dominate my playing time.
Those are good games. I like those games. Me, favorite game of all time? That's a broad question for me. My favorite one right now that I've played, that I'm immediately playing is Bloodborne. I mean, holy crap, that game is just so
rage-inducing.
Rage-inducing, but once you get the hang of it, it's so satisfying when you finally are able to figure it out and how to fight the monsters
You
in
just
the game.
want to strut around yeah.
No, you strut around, you're gonna get killed. Especially if you're in an online game.
After you kill them and you're just yeah, look what I just did.
Yeah, well, yeah. But you can't get a big head about you because if you're in an online game, someone may ring a sinister bell and come after you and take everything. Just that people. There are people on that game that thrive in breaking people's hearts. No, they do. I've seen it. I've seen people do that. But anyway, favorite game from previous generations. I'd say Super Nintendo for me. I hate to say it because it's kind of it's kind of stereotypical because they say it's the best Super NES game of all time. Super Metroid. That game just it
really good.
Really reeled me in, and it really got me. I mean, especially with the ending. I mean, I cried because it was just like the whole game. You spend all this time helping, and then at the end, all for naught, and it's like, no, and you just it tugged my heartstrings. But yeah, those are my favorite games. If you ever have an NES or get one of the Retron systems, definitely check out Super Metroid and also Zombies Ate My Neighbors. That's also a really good one. I played that one a lot with my
so much fun. That was the coolest thing back in the day. Like if you had a buddy, just run through and play. They had co-op.
Yeah, until you ran into the chainsaw guy, and then you just almost throw the controller in front.
Nah, you just use your fire extinguisher and freeze them, and they're easy to take care of. Really, the worst ones were the werewolves.
Oh.
Or the vampire. He was annoying.
Yeah. All right. So, okay. That's the first question. Okay. We'll try and be quicker with these. What do you guys like to do for fun? Also, going to watch movies. I just went and watched Ant-Man. A lot better than I expected.
That was a super good movie.
A lot better than I expected. I just still love to have seen what Edgar Wright's vision would have been, but at the same time, I liked it a lot. I had one or two problems with it. Occasionally, I like to go. I like to go when I can afford it. I like to go to amusement parks, roller coasters. I'm big roller coaster tycoon. Or I have a checklist of roller coasters I must ride before I die. I've ridden a lot of them, but there's still a few that elude me, and there's some that I probably won't ever ride because they're in like different countries. Like there's one in Saitama Park in Japan called it's called the I think Red Dragon. It's like 318 feet high.
Wow.
It's a monster.
I have a list of roller coasters I want to ride, and that list is completely blank. Yeah.
You got a wimp here.
No, not doing it.
But yeah, and plus, for every year a new roller coaster comes out, I got to add another one to it. I mean, it's a never-ending list, really. It's like the never-ending story, except it's
without a magical luck dragon.
Yes, and also less convoluted, and no horses dying in the freaking swamps. Jerks,
man.
Okay, so all right, so okay, answered. What do you do for fun?
This area, big on hiking, like to read, big philosophy guy. I actually did get a degree in studio art. I don't really do a whole lot now. I like to draw and sculpt. Also trying to sort of cobble together a amateur blacksmithing studio. I'd really like to start doing a little more of that. My end game is to actually create a channel. Well, I already have a channel. It's called Micah Makes. It's just completely blank, but in the future, it will be populated with videos of me making cool stuff. Yeah. It's just not happened yet.
Yeah. So,
one day.
Yeah. So, well, he's got more to say than I do. I mean, I'm selfish. Roller coasters in this channel.
Oh, I'm not going to take requests on that channel. The only requests I'm taking are commissions. That what I'm going to make is what I want to make.
Yeah, what people want you to make. Yeah. Yeah. I get that.
Unless they're like, you should do this. And I'm like, that is actually a pretty cool idea. I want to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys like fan mail? Absolutely. We're new to it. I mean, heck, just these questions and the comments we keep getting. There are a few here and there that are like stray like, huh? That make you just scratch your head like, are they talking to us or did they click on the wrong video?
It is a little overwhelming. Like, I wasn't really prepared for how much there is. And
well, you think about it, dude. There's 7 billion people on the on the earth, and more than half of them have access to the internet.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I guess it would be different if this was like our full-time job, but it's just come home from work and it's like, whoa, where'd that come from?
Yeah. Every day I get home and I actually check it during work, so I kind of break the rules.
Well.
But yeah, so fan mail, absolutely. We love it. I mean, like I say, we may get a P.O. box here soon and start receive, so you all can send us stuff if you want.
Preferably hair product.
If you got something to get rid of to tame the Kraken.
There's a lot. I'm just
if you can have something that tames the Kraken.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Watch somebody sends us some garden shears. Be like, oh, very funny. Jerks.
Don't fall on them. Hot Fuzz reference.
I forgot about that.
Sissy Cock was freaking mud. Okay. And okay, here it is. What do you guys do outside of YouTube? Well, like Micah said earlier, we all have full-time jobs. Mm-hmm. I work for a telecommunications company. I work in customer care. He works in a retail store, very big retail store.
We won't say the name, but it's an outdoors themed store, and I work in logistics, so it's like a kind of like a warehouse setting.
Yeah, and
sometimes I run into things with the forklift, so that's pretty cool.
Outside of our jobs, outside of working out and trying to get this channel keep going, trying to keep it going, I really can't think of anything else.
Actually, I had a new interesting venture today.
Okay.
I bought a lot of all natural ingredients off of Amazon, and in fact tried to make my own hair product.
Really?
And it was unsuccessful, but I'm close.
You can make something to tame the Kraken, dude. You'll make $1 billion.
Yeah, I'm close.
Immediately. I mean, heck. Well, there are people who actually, I've heard a lot of people say they'd love to have your hair.
I mean, it's kind of awesome now. There was an awkward phase where it wasn't long enough to pull back into like a ponytail.
Yeah.
Where it was just everywhere. And
there's actually a little bit of a preview of it on our very first reaction video.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Like our very first reaction video, I couldn't get my hair back, and it was kind of it was everywhere.
Yeah,
But it was cool because when I started my job, like it wasn't open yet, so and it was really hot. It was in the summer last summer, so I could just wear a bandana, so I looked like, like a member of the Latin Kings or something, running around with my hair pulled back as this bandana.
I was gonna say
until it was long enough to corral with a hairband, which I'm down to my last one again.
I was gonna say, man, with your hair the way it was puffed up and everything. It was before I really introduced you to it, Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah,
you could pull off Spike.
There was actually I had a sociology class back in college with this gorgeous redhead, and I should have done something more about that. But she told me I looked like Spike Spiegel, and I knew about Cowboy Bebop, hadn't seen it, but I don't know. I feel like maybe that was my chance at true love, and I missed it.
Well,
so I should have watched Cowboy Bebop a lot earlier than I did.
You live and you learn. And now that he's watched it, he loves it. He loves the series.
My life is a series of incredibly huge regrets.
So. Hey, that's a lot of people's lives, man. I mean, heck, some people just can't pull the trigger sometimes. I'm one of them. I mean, heck, it's taken me this long to get this YouTube channel running. I've dreamt about doing this for like 5-6 years, and only now in the last year have we actually done something.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I'd had the idea for Micah Makes for probably before I even met you. I just, really didn't have any way to go about it.
I understand, man. But we're growing. We're getting there.
I just like having something to work towards.
Yeah, I get that.
Motivation.
Yeah. And I think this is providing pretty good motivation.
Absolutely.
11,000 subs at the moment of this recording this. Let's see. Okay. Would I be able to ever meet you? You guys are so cool. If you can, absolutely. We may do conventions in the future.
Actually, I would love to do that. I think that would be super awesome.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, and to meet fans, especially you, buddy. I mean, heck, man, we'd love to meet our fans. As a matter of fact, at the job I work at, we have a fan of ours that works there, and he didn't know that I worked there.
That is awesome.
He worked in the opposite side of the building, and then he saw me, and he's like, "Wait, are you Nate from the Renegade faction?" And I'm like,
"No way, you got recognized."
Yes,
out in the real world.
Yes, I did, and I was just like, yeah, dude, that's me. And he's like, "Oh my god, dude, I've watched your videos for
that
like
is
a year
hilarious."
Now. And I'm just like,
for a year.
And I'm like, really for like a year? He's like, "Yeah, it was around the holiday season last year when I discovered you guys. You guys are freaking awesome, and I love you." And I'm like, cool, man. Hey, it's always good. And he's like, "Hey, listen, man. How come you all haven't done that? How come you all haven't done more of the epic rap battles of history?" It's just like we're trying to, man. We try and keep up. The reason why, let's address this. The reason why we don't put out videos, like 2-3 videos a day, like Tyrone Magnus or any of the other big reactor channels out there do, it's because we're only able to get together like once a week with our full-time jobs and everything. In the future, we hope we can do that at least like 3 to 4 days a week. I mean, because we get a lot done in one day, and if we can do more in over a span of 3 to 4 days, I mean, heck, that just make everything worthwhile. I mean, that's one. It's building towards the dream, and in the beginning, it didn't seem possible, but now that things are moving faster and we keep going up, it's just like it's possible. It's achievable.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, I never thought we'd reach 10,000, but here we are past it. And it's just like, okay, we can do this.
Also, speaking of fans that we work with,
uh-oh.
Shout out to Jason and Jack if you're watching this. On a different microphone, so hopefully you can hear me a little better. That was one of their complaints.
Yeah, you can.
I'm so soft-spoken that I wasn't picking up, and they were like,
it's because of your voice, man. I told him about his voice. He's got a really deep register, and he mostly speaks from here, so it doesn't come out as well.
Speak from the heart.
Yeah, you speak. It mostly derives in his chest and his throat, but
my heart's in my chest, just like everybody else.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You speak from the heart. Okay. But yeah, we're looking at the wave format now. I'm looking at we're actually viewing the recording of the audio with this, and you can make him out really well. Hopefully. Hopefully it's not overblown. Your bass will blow out the speakers like Avi from the Pentatonics.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. So let's move on. Let me get back to the questions. Here we are. What's your favorite episode on your channel? Wow.
Oh man.
Okay. Going back a ways, I'd say for me it was probably one of our earliest Let's Plays, where it was all 5 of us together.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was actually before Ben got into the fold, back before the 6 of us had completed. It was back when we had Sean, Bo, you and Caleb, and me, and we were all playing Wrecked, Revenge Revisited.
Oh, gosh.
Yes. Yeah, and you just kept dominating on the ice bridge, and we got so mad because we couldn't beat you.
That was a good one. That's the only level that I'm good at. I don't know why.
I guess just your Zen mastery, man, your balance and your precision.
Yep.
I guess that's where it comes into factor.
I guess my favorite video, even though it was really embarrassing for me at the time, was our 10,000 subscriber video.
Where you really unleashed the Kraken.
Everybody promised that I'd let my hair down, and I totally did. Because honestly, I got a lot of really good feedback off of that.
Yeah.
So
it built your confidence.
It was kind of a confidence builder for me.
Yeah. Actually, there's a comment I'll make on that later that has to do with Buddy. But okay, for me, one that I had fun making. The concept was fun. It being executed, I didn't have much fun. Was the 1,000 sub special where I got dumped in the ice?
Oh,
yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah, that was fun. It came together so well while I was editing it, but during it, I couldn't say I had much fun because I willingly put myself in that situation. I was perfectly fine, guys.
Yeah,
so.
I feel like we need to stop making promises to strangers on the internet. But I feel like they're going to start requesting things like, oh, hey, when you hit 50,000 subscribers, you should do this, and it's going to be something horrifying.
Someone actually did make one like that. They said I should juggle chainsaws, and I'm like, okay, no,
we're not doing that.
No way, no chance. Okay, so Micah, you're just like my sister. She doesn't like to show her hair either. You guys should meet.
I mean, it's all right. I just I'm just not used to that much attention, but I mean, look, I'm not afraid. I'll do it right now.
Okay. Hold on. Go ahead. Oh God. God.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, stray hairs here and there.
I shed like a cat too, so it's like, There's never mind. I'm not. That's a really gross story.
Yeah, we got the tiger striped cat over here. Okay, so
you actually can't really see it.
If you want to scoot over so you can see it better, because the background, the background's kind of a.
I can't.
Just scoot over for the moment. So, yeah, there it is. Oh gosh, yeah, look at that. The Kraken is loose once again. Oh. Okay,
my mic's running away.
Yeah. So
I do feel kind of like Conan the Barbarian or something a little bit with it down. Just want to
I watch you do your Arnie screams.
Ride a horse or something and be like, the little steel, and just chop dudes' heads off.
While having the Riders of Doom playing in the background.
Oh yeah. Oh, the music in that movie is fantastic.
Oh yeah, dude. Basil Palladores did the soundtrack. Awesome.
The only thing is I just don't look that good with my shirt off. I'm kind of scrawny.
Oh, dude. So Spike's the same way. I mean, heck, he's scrawny.
That's true.
So, hey, scrawny, slim.
I'm pretty scrappy.
Slim muscle.
I'm pretty scrappy. I mean, I wouldn't want to fight me, But I'm just saying.
Slim, muscular builds are actually really good. Some of the best fighters in the world are like that. I mean, heck, Rory McDonald, he's like 6'2" and he weighs 170 pounds. He's a beast.
So we're pretty close. Wouldn't mess with him. I'm just saying, Arnold back in the day in his prime looks a little better than me. With his shirt off.
Truth is, I might do that someday. I'd like to get jacked again. Like back when I played football, I was in really good shape. My arms were in really good shape. I'd like to get back to that. Right now I just do mainly cardio, and I also do yoga because of my back. Yeah, I know yoga. It's DDP yoga, so don't laugh.
I don't judge. Some of that stuff's extreme. I'm just saying.
I'm not to the extreme stuff yet, but I'm up to the daily route. But I'm in the daily routine, and it's helped out my back a lot.
All I'm saying is, I got like 11-inch arms, so
yeah.
Nobody's writing home about those.
All right. Here's the next question. Also, Micah and Caleb, are you guys really brothers? I've always wanted a brother.
We are totally brothers.
Yes.
He's 2 years older than me. We look absolutely nothing alike. We're actually both a quarter Japanese, and I think he got most of the Japanese features. But yeah, people have asked us if we're twins before, and I just look at them like they're stupid because we look absolutely nothing alike. But yeah, we are brothers. No joke.
As a matter of fact, one guy on our channel, he commented, he said, Caleb and Micah, are you guys Hebrews?
Yeah, not actually Hebrew. Well, I can understand because we have Hebrew names. Our parents picked out.
Mine's Hebrew as well.
Yeah, our parents picked out Old Testament names for us. But yeah, not actually Hebrew, not Jewish. 25% Japanese is where we get our exotic features from. Believe it or not.
Yeah, me. My name's Nathaniel. I've been called Jewish before. But I'm not Jewish either. I mainly get my semi-exotic looks from my dad's side of the family. Part Native American. That's where I get that. Also part Melungeon. If you don't know, Melungeon's specialty in the area we're from in the Appalachian Mountains. I got the bump on the back of my head to prove it. But yeah, so
also a lot of Nate's exoticness is just an illusion. It's from the charisma.
Yeah, the charisma. I've been told I have my charisma's infectious.
I'm just saying, if your charisma's high enough, it'll get you really far in D&D. Real life isn't that much different.
I might just have to start LARPing. All right. Nathan, did you originally start the channel or was it everyone? Originally, yes. The channel was originally mine. At first, it was just my name, Nathan Hamilton, and then I changed it to Renegade Nate. And then eventually we changed it to Renegade Faction when I started including everybody. And then when the reaction videos just started taking off, I changed it to Renegades React. So I restarted Renegade Faction on another channel, and it's starting to get a little more popular. But yeah, originally the channel was mine, and now it's all of ours. I mean,
well, I mean to be fair, I mean you do most of the work, and you know what you're doing, so I'm pretty comfortable with you as the CEO and CFO and
chief
whatever
editor.
Else. I guess I'm like the mascot or something.
No,
with
dude, you're. I have you listed as a writer, actor, and producer. Because hey, you guys show up. At least you guys show up.
I mean, to be fair,
I've invited people in the past up here. Nobody showed up. I mean, I invited like some of my friends from my hometown to come up here, and nobody showed up.
I think maybe in the future we can have some guests on the show. I think that'd
dude.
be a lot of fun.
Definitely.
Because we all have full-time jobs, and like Caleb is on these swing shifts now, so it'll be really hard to get him, here every time. And like some nights I can't make it.
Yeah.
It might be cool to have guests if it's just like two of us, like it is right now.
Yeah, I'd like that. And you see, that's what I want in the future. You see, I don't want to just have it be just the original six of us. How it is and everything. But yeah, I'd like to invite more people up here and just have fun, have them tell stories, because bringing new people on always brings new experiences.
Plus, I feel like we probably need to try and get some women on the show because it's like
I've invited a few, man. I've invited several, like a girl that I used to talk to a lot. I invited her to come down a few times, and every time she just had other plans.
I feel like they just get sick of watching the same dudes every time. Like,
It's a dude bro fest down here. Dude, bro, no, bro. Do you even lift?
We'll have 11-inch arms as we established. So,
well, lean muscle's better than bulk muscle.
Like a cat.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so continuing on the questions. I like Minecraft and Disney Infinity. Do you guys play Minecraft? I used to be a big craft head. I'm getting back into it now. Ever since the July update came out, I really want to get Caleb and Micah involved in it, because Micah, I think, could invent some pretty cool stuff on there.
I'm familiar with it. I'm actually kind of terrified of it because I understand the concept, and I would just I would start playing it, and then I would just completely lose myself and wake up like 36 hours later. And then, of course, I am also familiar with Infinity. I don't really play it, but I have a buddy that is absolutely obsessed with it and has like everything they've ever released.
Wow.
Yeah, his wife is not happy about that. But so I am actually quite familiar with that as well, even though I don't own or actively play it.
Yeah, Disney Infinity. My nephew Rylan, who actually is actually in the very first video on this channel. I actually played it with him a lot back when I lived in Wise. I used to play it with him a lot, but now that I moved here, I can't play it as much. I think about trying it again, but right now with editing and everything and the full-time job and doing this, I really don't have the time. Hopefully in the future, I can play game. Like I stream whenever I can, but just the time and finding the time between editing and everything is just a pain in the neck.
Buddy, here's the best advice I can give you. Don't grow up. Stay 10 years old because you don't have time to do cool stuff like that.
Yeah. Responsibility sets in.
Yeah.
And you also have puberty to look forward to as well. So just enjoy it while you can, man. I mean, honestly, start young because the older you get, the harder it is to really get started on YouTube. I mean, heck, hopefully in the future we can make this a full-time thing. I'd love to. I mean, geez, like I said, that's the dream. But right now, with everything the way it is, we're just kind of stuck in place. Okay. Sean and Bo, you guys are really funny, and you should show up more if you can. Do you guys play a lot of video games? We used to play them a lot more than we used to because of their scheduling demands. Because of Renegades React, we haven't been able to play games as much. Whenever we whenever we have more time, I'd love to. I mean, I was posting a Batman Arkham Knight let's play footage on Renegade Faction, but due to DMCA copyright strikes, a lot of them got taken down, and I had to fight the system, and I wasn't allowed to upload videos longer than 15 minutes, and I really didn't want to have only 15-minute long videos of me playing Arkham Knight up there. I wanted to at least have 30 to 45 minutes because that's what people want, but
It's kind of a bummer. We've had some pretty bad luck with Let's Play videos on our other channel getting hit for copyright infringement, which isn't ever legitimate. It's just, that the blanket system they use
it's a pain in the neck, man. It doesn't benefit the people who contribute to YouTube. It only benefits the people who are the companies. You see, I get it. There are people out there that upload videos, like full movies and everything like that. Stop them. Who upload music and advertise on it and try and make money off of it without permission. Stop that. But don't stop people who
are
don't
celebrating what you've created.
Yeah, who are reacting and discussing and reviewing it. That's covered in the copyright code. That's copyright code 107, fair use policy. But it's just a big political thing. And due to this guy's history with politics, I'm going to steer away from that.
I'm not going to derail this.
No. Okay. I know this might be a weird question, but have you guys ever thought about bringing a fan on your channel for a video? Absolutely. I mean, fan interaction is one thing that we value here. We value hearing what people have to say. Even when criticisms come, we like valid criticisms come, we listen to it and we try to improve on that.
Unless your criticism is, Micah, your hair's stupid, you should cut it off. And then that opinion is not valid.
Thankfully, we haven't had that yet.
It's probably going to happen in this video just to mess with us.
Yeah, but anyway, moving on. Yeah, we'd love to have fans on the, especially you, buddy. I mean, heck, if you can tolerate us, absolutely. Thank you. Well, and Buddy goes on here. He says that he wants to thank us. I know my sister told you already, but thank you. That since his sisters discovered our channel, he's been very happy, and he would like to thank us. And I also want to be like. He also says he wants to be like us because he loves video games and he likes making people laugh. And keep at it, man. Hey. Anyone, that's the beauty of the internet, and that's the beauty of YouTube. Anyone can do this. Anyone. You just have to be willing to put yourself out there. You have to be willing to put yourself out there and just embrace the people who like you, and whenever a hater comes along that just tries to tear you down, brush them aside and pay them no mind.
I just, actually, I can't stop thinking about the Taylor Swift song, "Shake It Off."
Jeez.
I mean, she talks about the players and the haters, and we're the players, and they're the haters out there.
Yeah, they exist.
Just shake it off.
Yeah. Shake it off.
I love you, Taylor.
Oh God.
Just saying.
Ugh.
Look, I have I have trophy husband written all over me. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
You got that wild. You got that wild man look to you.
I'm dangerous.
The hair down and everything.
Dangerous.
Yeah. Plus, you two are so scared. Heck, dude, I'm afraid to give this guy a hug because I might get a paper cut.
I'm just saying. They called me the Razor back in my cage fighting days. I'd cut you. That's not true. I've never been a cage fighter.
His razor elbows. Yeah.
I have really sharp elbows.
Yeah. Razor elbows. Mine would just make a hard thud. It's like a baseball bat. Okay. Do you guys play Rocket League? I've heard about it. I've seen a few Let's Plays of it. Rocket League's a new game that just got released on PlayStation 4 and on Windows. It involves RC cars in a soccer game, and you have to knock the ball into the goal. And it you ever played Twisted Metal?
Oh yeah,
it's kind of like that. You can actually destroy the other cars.
Nice.
And you just have to knock the ball into the other goal, and it's really fun from what I've seen. We actually might do a Let's Play in that. We got a PS4 down here. We'll give it a shot. What's your favorite food? I like sprinkled donuts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Favorite food? In terms of fast food, Popeye's chicken. That gets me every time. Every time I drive by there, whenever I'm in the air, whenever I go through Kingsport, that's the nearest one. I about die because it's just like I got to go through there, and it doesn't help that there's a Krispy Kreme next door either. and whenever the red light comes on, it's just like, daggone it, why must you do this? Are you trying to make me die of diabetes? Yeah,
man.
Go ahead.
I guess I'm gonna have to go with my mom's homemade biscuits and gravy because this is East Tennessee.
No, I get that.
I mean that's just that. I always feel really good when I eat anything with my mom.
Well,
makes.
I get that. Well,
honestly though, I have to say like the best thing I've ever eaten. I hope my mom doesn't take offense to this. She doesn't watch our channel, but
oh gosh.
The best thing I've ever eaten. I am fortunate enough to have traveled to Japan twice, and we went to this restaurant. It's called Ninja.
You told me about this.
All the wait staff are dressed up like ninja, and it's like in this. The door is like up against this wall. It doesn't even look like a door. You just see the little logo outside, and they lead you in here. The inside looks like a cave, and I ordered the sweet and sour pork. That is literally the best thing I've ever eaten in my life. And I want to eat it just one more time before I die because it was fantastic.
Yeah. So, okay, we talked about our favorite. I talked about my favorite fast food. My favorite homemade food. I gotta say, my grandmother. I love my mom, but my grandmother makes the best mashed potatoes and corn. Holy mackerel! Every time Thanksgiving, every time a big holiday comes around and there's a get together at my grandmother's house, it's like, okay, corn and mashed potatoes. I load up my plate with it.
Nathan just hulks out. He's like, "Come on, get into the car. We got to get to the potatoes. Come on."
Also, the turkey's really good, and the ham, the honey ham that my uncle makes. Oh Lord! I mean, this is the South, man. Food is just a way of life for some people around here, as evident by Honey Boo Boo.
That is not representative.
No, that is
area
not. That does not represent the South well at all. That is just horrible. Okay. Could you guys make a video of Rocket League if you guys play it? Absolutely. Yeah, we'll do a Let's Play in that. And could I ever play a game with you? Yeah, if you want to play Rocket League with us sometime, definitely, man. Heck, we'll invite you in and you can play with us. Do you guys, here we go. Do you play Dragon City or Castle Clash? No, Dragon City I haven't seen. Castle Clash I've seen, but I've never given it a shot. Can't say I have.
We might have to try. I'm not familiar with either of them, but
yeah,
we'll have to try it.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Do you guys watch anime? I do. I try and check out new anime on different websites like Crunchyroll and all that.
I do a little bit. I don't know. It was always hard for me to find series to get into.
Yeah.
I always like growing up on Toonami. I watched Dragon Ball Z, like Gundam Wing, any of that stuff. Some other Gundam series, but Gundam Wing was the big one.
Oh yeah, Wing was the one that got me in as well.
And then of course just recently, Cowboy Bebop and Sword Art Online,
SAO,
pretty
yeah.
cool. Just trying. I think that's pretty much it. I'm not well versed in anime, unfortunately.
Oh gosh, what's your favorite anime? I like Ouran High School.
Oh no.
My sister likes Soul Eater. Oh my gosh, Ouran High School so shy.
I've been in college. Some anime nerds exposed me to Ouran High School Host Club, and I was not sure what to think about that. The slice of life series stuff. I don't know. It's not really my jam. I like stuff with swords or like adventure.
He's more of a shonen type. I'd say. Slice of life. There's some of them I like. Let's see. What was one? Oh God, there was one that just made me not trust anime anymore. Orihimo. I do not want to. I would. When I realized where the show was going after 2 episodes, I immediately turned it off. And when the ending came out, I was like, called it, freaking call it. It lured me in with such good characters, and then it just smacked me. But Soul Eater, I like Soul Eater.
Now I've heard Soul Eater is really good. So
yeah,
I probably need to check that out.
Yeah, Soul Eater is really good. I like it. My favorite, oh man, that actually will probably be a top 10 list for me. I'll probably do a top 10 favorites for me. But yeah, what about you? What's your favorite anime that you've seen so far?
I don't know. I mean, just Cowboy Bebop is so good. But I really liked SAO, and I've heard that the manga is way better than the anime.
Yeah,
which
there's some difference.
Is usually pretty typical. I don't know. SAO kind of connected with me.
The hair and the swords.
I've always just hair and swords, man. It's just no, and I just I even I'm not like a big squishy person, but even the love story I didn't feel was pushed too hard. I mean, I kind of like that.
Yeah, Kirito and Asuna. I get that. Yeah, mushy stuff like that. Like slice of life shows are the worst at mushy romances. And
I mean, but I like a good love story in with my hair and swords because Princess Bride's one of my favorite movies. So that's
I'm on the Brute Squad. You are the Brute Squad. Okay. What music do you like? Well, what music do I like? Well, I really don't have one of kind of music I don't like. I can always find good in almost every genre of music. Like right now, I'm sick of I have nothing against dubstep. I have nothing against electronic music, but the way popular music is going, I really don't like it. I really don't like how it's heading towards just pre-processed everything, pre-packaged everything, and just the same house beat, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I hear that, and it's just rip. It just rips out. It makes me want to rip out the left side of my brain. I mean, really, But in terms of music, I like almost everything. I like jazz. I like rap. I like hip hop. I like rock. I mean, I'm an old school metalhead as well. I mean, Metallica. I mean, the big four: Metallica, Anthrax, Slayer, and Megadeth. I mean, you just go on that. Also, I like new metal is also one that's overlooked a lot. Linkin Park. I mean, just the amount of layering and everything they had in their music, their first 2 albums especially, was masterful. I mean, Hybrid Theory and Meteor are 2 of my favorite albums of the new millennium. Also, Rage Against the Machine. That's another one that
I do like Rage Against the Machine.
That really spoke to me a lot. Country music. I don't like modern day country. Luke Bryan and Jason Aldean's probably my favorite modern day country singer. But I got to say, old school always did it for me. Johnny Cash is my man.
Yeah,
Johnny Cash is it for me.
Got a lot of respect for like guys like Charlie Daniels, but I don't know. Like at work, all they play is this new country stuff, and I just I just want to scrape my brain out with a spoon.
If I hear Florida Georgia Line Cruise one more time, I'm gonna toss something out the window. That's how I felt at my previous job one time. It was just like that's all they freaking played. And the remix with Nelly didn't help either. Okay, didn't speak. I spoke in depth on metal and country. In terms of rap, favorite groups and favorite artists in rap, of course, Biggie, Tupac, and Biggie. Also, Immortal Technique. That guy, just the passion he puts in his words is amazing. Eminem's also good. Eminem's probably the most mainstream one, I'd say. And Jay-Z, his early days, most definitely. Magna Carta, Holy Grail, I felt just didn't live up to what it was trying to reach for. Other than that, Public Enemy, friggin' Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. I mean, House of Pain, Everlast, please come back, man. I know your daughter's hurting and everything. Please come back, man. Hip hop needs you, especially La Coca Nostra. They need you back in the group. Okay, I've vented enough.
No, you're fine. Honestly, I don't have much to contribute here because I'm pretty musically illiterate. So I just listen to music like when I'm in my truck going somewhere, generally. Or sometimes I'll like turn on Pandora, but I don't like, I'm a big rock guy, like, from old stuff all the way to the new stuff, and then I don't know what you call it, like these newer, like, Britishy bands like Mumford and Sons and Bastille, like folk soul sort of,
folk rock and all that.
Yeah, some kind of stuff like that. Of course, I got a soft spot for Taylor.
Oh boy.
I mean, we're gonna get married one day, so I just,
Okay. On side note, I play music. I mean, you see the piano back there. I play it. I'm pretty good on it, but. Guitar, I own 3 guitars and I own a bass. I got two amplifiers and I got 2 sound systems actually that are just sitting in the corner over there that are gathering dust. But in the future, hopefully, we can use them. We can use them to good effect.
The only stringed instrument I play is my recurve bow. That's
yes. I can also hear. It's like.
The only percussion
sound it makes.
Yeah, the only percussion instrument I play is my anvil.
Your anvil.
Yeah, that's pretty much my musical ability is
your the string on your bow and the pound of your anvil. Oh gosh.
Which honestly makes me sound way more hardcore than I actually am.
Hey man, you're a guy who knows how to shoot the bow and make stuff. I mean, heck, in olden days you'd be a freaking commodity. I mean, a person who knows how to kill and a person who knows how to make stuff. I mean, in colonial times, you'd be like the center of the town.
I've got the hair for it.
Yeah. Do you guys play sports? I love soccer, and my sister plays tackle football. Your sister plays tackle football. That's awesome. There was actually a girl I knew back in my hometown. We called her Wildcat. She was hands down probably the hardest tackler on the football team all the way up until 8th grade when she quit. She played peanut football all the way up until 8th grade, and she was a monster on the field. But yeah, in terms of sports, I was really big into football back in high school. I played linebacker, and then they moved me up to defensive end, and then I hurt my knee, and I just called it quits after that. In terms of other sports, I'm a huge fan of MMA. I'm really wanting to. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna fight in it someday, but I'd like to go back to the MMA gym I was going to for a while and start training there again, because that place, oh man, I had never been that sore before in my entire life. I got tied up in knots by the guy who did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu there. It was like this 35-year-old Brazilian guy spoke like 2 words of English, and one of the words was you tap.
Well, that's
it's
good.
Just like he had me tied up to where I couldn't tap. My arms were like tied up like this. I looked like one of those old torture one of those old torture pictures. You see everyone, the body all contorted and everything. And I couldn't tap, and I was like, I tap. And he let me go. But, yeah, other than that, sports, basketball I used to be into. The NBA I used to follow a lot, not as much anymore. But, yeah, other than that, there's really nothing else.
Yeah, I never played any sports competitively. I was always kind of like that art nerd. But
who knows martial arts?
Yeah, well, no, I do study martial arts now. I've been practicing for, gosh, I guess about 6 or 7 years now.
Well, there you go.
I can't really remember, but I got into that after high school, so,
Well, okay, in terms of sports, okay. What jobs do you guys do? I want to be an EOD. EOD? EOD. Hold on.
Can't come up with it. We're going to look up what EOD is, but while we're doing that,
I'm just going to discuss our jobs.
Reiterate. I think we mentioned this earlier a little bit, talking about, we all have full-time jobs, but I work in logistics for a really big outdoor retail franchise. So, like I said, I get to run forklifts into things with some regularity. It's pretty fun. I don't know. I mean, as far as retail goes, I think logistics is where it's at. Oh, explosive ordnance disposal. Holy crap.
You want to be EOD specialist?
That's hardcore.
Man, hey, if that's your thing, man, go to it. I mean, heck, dealing with IEDs and everything, hey, just be careful, man, because that's a dangerous line of work.
Yeah, no joke.
I mean, holy mackerel. That's, but yeah, we like our jobs. I work in telecommunications. He works in retail. Caleb works for a paper company. Ben works.
It's like an industrial facility. It's not like it's not like a sells paper, like they make it on like a 3-story high paper machine.
Yeah, it's he works in that industry. Bo is actually right now a full-time college student who's actually studying film. And Ben, he does the science at a chemical production plant.
Yeah, he is in fact a mad scientist.
Yes, he is.
He analyzes chemical samples for a living.
Yes, so yeah, he lives up to his title. He
legitimately
does the science.
A mad scientist.
Yes. Okay. Do you guys live in the USA? If not, where? We do live in the U.S.
Yep.
I live in Virginia. They live in Tennessee. We actually we're actually kind of on a border town,
mm-hmm.
And so we're able to commute back and forth. So yeah, we live in the U.S., man. You don't have to. We're not like Canadian or Mexican or anything like that.
Yeah, or New Zealand, I guess.
Or New Zealand. I'd love to be in New Zealand.
That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Would I be able to talk to you guys? Yeah. I mean, heck, you're talking to us now. I mean, we're answering your questions. I mean, this is what we like to do. How old are you guys? I'm 27.
I'm 26.
Caleb is 28. Ben is 20.
I think he's 20. Yeah, 27.
Was he born the same year as you, or?
Yeah, but
he's a little bit older, right?
He's a little bit older.
Yeah.
No, he's 26 right now.
Yeah, he's okay. So
we were in the same class.
Yeah, and let's see. Bo is 25 or 24, 25. He was born in 1990. So yeah, Bo's the youngest of the group. Do you have pets? I do not own them myself, but I care for them and take care of them right now. 2 dogs and 3 cats. Bella, Rusty. Those are the dogs. They're Italian greyhounds. Love them to death. Rusty's a little skittish, and Bella's a food hooch. Anytime you got food, she's scratching on your leg like, give me some, give me some, give me some. And the cats, Henry and Juno and Lucy. The 3 cats are all hairless sphinxes. We actually have a video that we're going to release that actually features Henry. He actually the door came open upstairs and he got down here and made like a special guest appearance on our videos. Yeah, they're actually all champions right now. Juno and Henry are. Juno's actually a triple grand champion. with TICA, which is like the Cat International Cat Association. They're like crazy. And my mom's very proud of that. You have any pets?
Yeah, 2 dogs, both Boston Terriers. They're sisters. They're litter mates, and they are named Pepper and Piper.
There you go.
And they are 2 little snots. They're absolutely spoiled, and
but you love them.
Just
though, don't
really
you?
fun. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I have an uncle who's like real big into Boston Terriers. That's the only kind of dog he's ever owned.
That's all we've ever had, like growing up, and they're great dogs. Like they really are.
Okay, back to games. Have you guys played Five Nights at Freddy's 4? Not yet.
We do have some videos of the other.
Yeah, we
other
played.
ones.
Yeah, I played the original one a few times, and I posted them. Got him and Ben to do Five Nights 2.
I don't understand why people like that stuff.
It's scare tactics, dude. People like to be scared. It's the macabre aspect of human nature.
I mean, I read H.P. Lovecraft, but it's like, gosh, come on. Like, that's just, you're all nerves when you play those games. It's just exhausting.
Well, people like that. People like being on tension and all that.
Man.
And it gives a sense of levity after it's all over. Do you guys like a lot of horror games? Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's is a good modern day horror game. The Dead Space, especially the first 2, the Dead Space series, the first 2 of them, very, very white knuckle gripping, exciting. Resident Evil games, also really, really fun, especially the older ones.
Mm-hmm.
Resident Evil 4, I felt was a good balance between horror and action.
I couldn't get into the earlier ones. Like, I liked the series, but Resident Evil 4 is where I really got into it, and I felt it was way more accessible for me at least.
Yeah, it had its advantages over the previous ones. I mean, for instance, the over the shoulder camera was
well, to be
really
fair,
big.
I actually played it on the Wii, which I think was one of the times where the Wii really excelled over everything else with that game, because it felt so good.
Yeah, I get that. Man.
And then I don't play a lot of horror stuff now. I used to back in the day. I can't remember what it was called. It was like it kind of was like a House of the Dead type thing. But I used to play it with my buddy all the time, and it was like a zombie thing, and it was really cool. And for the life of me, I cannot remember what it's called. But that was, way back in the day. That was on the Dreamcast, man.
Jeez, that is a long time ago.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
That's turn of the millennium.
Yeah.
Okay. My sister. That's the end of the questions. Here's his ending statement. My sister Montana. She really likes you guys, but not as much as me. I'm your number one fan. I hope I hope to be. Exclamation, like 4 exclamation points at the end of that. My older sister Dakota and Cheyenne aren't fun. They don't watch you guys.
Oh no!
But Montana and me do. Ha ha ha! I told Montana she should release her Kraken, and all she did was chase me around laughing. You guys are really awesome. Thank you so much for being you. My sister and I love you guys, but I love you more. Smiley face.
Oh, that is absolutely tremendous.
Yeah. Thank you so much, buddy. Really,
absolutely.
We're still new to this, man. We still are blown away by everything that's going on. I mean, just how fast the channel's growing and how we're getting fan interaction like this. I mean, where you all are at and where we're at. I mean, that's just, oh my gosh, I'm just blown away by all of this. Still, I mean, I figured I'd be used to it by now, but no, I'm still just, I'm not prepared.
No, not at all.
Yeah, but buddy, thank you for your questions, man. We really appreciate that. I mean, hopefully that answers a lot of our other fans' questions out there.
We had been getting questions, and honestly, I think this is going to become my new favorite segment, because I do think it's kind of fun to sort of interact with everybody out there.
Well, just like Buddy, guys. Hey, shoot us questions on Facebook or on Twitter. We'll look at them and we'll respond. If you wish to see our Twitter or our Facebook page, I'll put links to. I'll show them up here, but the links are down in the description. If you wish to follow us or like us, I mean, you don't have to. If you want to just shoot us questions, you can. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for this. Once again, Buddy, Montana, thank you so much for liking us and for being fans. I mean, we couldn't have predicted any of this, and just the fact that you all like us that much. I mean, I didn't get into this for the money. I got into this just to have fun. I mean, just post videos with these guys. Money's a plus. I mean, that's really all it is to me right now. But to hear hear that we are but to hear how you all feel about us and everything.
Yeah, I mean, because fun is one thing, but it's like actually making an impact on people's lives.
Yeah.
Nothing that I was prepared for at all.
Man, I can't help but just make that. I just can't help but just feel good about that. That makes me feel like that there is a really good reason to do this. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I want to keep doing it as long as I can. But anyway, Buddy, Montina, thank you very much for your questions. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Like I said, if you have questions of your own, let us know. Put them in the comments or put them in our Twitter or our Facebook. And we will get back to you as soon as possible with another one of these. So until next time, we'll see you later. And peace out.